If you treat a customer just like a window shopper, they're always going to be a window shopper. But if you treat a customer like a buyer, more often than not, they turn into a buyer. When the customer comes up, and we've all had this if you're in sales, it's called a reflex objection. You ask them what they're looking for, or if you can help them, and the customer says, no thanks, I'm just looking. It's the same thing at a car dealership. The right thing to do is to say, hey, no problem, that's where it all starts. Let me help you gather some information. The wrong thing to do is to say, oh my gosh, this guy's just looking. Look, I've helped 5 people just looking today, and I don't want to help anybody else just looking. So in my experience, I handle both customers the same. No matter where they are in the process, they always have a guard up and they always have reflex objections. They're not going to tell you right off what they're here for. They're going to tell you, hey, we just started shopping. We've got plenty more to look at. You know, it's kind of like the emergency button. If they need to say that they need a way out, or they don't like the vehicle, or they just started shopping, it's their way of respectfully leaving the situation. So the one thing I like to do when I hear somebody is just shopping and they just started, that just means they need more information for them to make an informed decision. So I break it down and I tell them, hey, no problem, that's where it all starts. Let me give you enough information so that whenever the time does come for you to make an informed decision, you've got all the facts. I try to take their guard down so that I'm just informing them, and all that I want to do is help solve their problems. So they're here for a reason. They didn't come to the dealership just to hang out, and most people don't love to be at the car dealership. So there's a need there. I have to figure out what that need is and then try to fulfill that. The more problems that I solve, the more successful that I'm going to be. And if I can reiterate the customer's problem back to them more clearly than they can state it, then I'm going to automatically, by default, be the best solution to their problem. So in closing, remember, you don't always have to listen to the customer. It's okay if they tell you they're just shopping, or they just started, or they're not buying anything today. Listen to them when they're telling you about their needs and their problems and how they need a solution.